Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are watching episodes 3 and 4 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. They are the Southern Air Temple and the Warriors of Kyoshi. Disclaimer, I have seen the series like a million times, so some of the comments that I make might reference future events. I might talk about future characters, so if you've never seen the series before, I wouldn't recommend watching this video until after you've seen the series, or if you don't mind minor spoilers, then that's fine as well. So I just want to put that out there because I want to make sure that everyone was aware. If the uploading on these videos is a little bit more sketchy than with my Decom Diary series or me just watching other movies, it's because copyright completely blocks these videos sometimes, and so sometimes I have to re-edit and re-upload, and it just takes a lot longer than the Decom Diaries videos. Like I said, or some of these other movies, Viacom, I think is who owns this, is just a lot more stricter. Like, I don't mind copyright claims, but then it's the blocking that completely deletes the videos from my channel, basically. And so if you see a video and like you see episodes 1 and 2 and then they're not there anymore, or this one is not there anymore, or anything down the line, that's why. I'm going to try to deal with them as quickly as I can and get them back up on the channel. But if you do see them disappear, or it feels like I haven't done one in a really long time, then that's why.
Fire. Air.
We don't know that
Long ago,
I don't think we ever meet
four
them.
nations lived together.
Wake my uncle! Tell him I found the Avatar.
Finding him really doesn't mean shit for you, Zuko. It really doesn't mean a damn thing. 'Cause you don't get him. You do not get him.
I know you're excited, but it's been 100 years since you've been home.
That's why I'm so excited.
It's just that a lot can change in all that time.
People
I know,
could die.
but I need...
People are gonna die. And dead.
You mean the Avatar?
Don't mention his name on these docks. Once word gets out that he's alive, every firebender will be out looking for him, and I don't want anyone getting in the way.
Getting in the way of what?
This is a conversation y'all should have had on the boat. You should not have had this conversation upon leaving the boat. You know I wrote talk too much.
Really? You must regale me with all the thrilling details.
I'm fine.
Join me for a drink?
No.
Sorry, but we
I'm
have to
like
go.
16.
Prince
Can you
show
back up?
Commander Zhao your respect.
Not respect. This nigga's ugly and annoying.
The Fire Nation is ruthless. They killed my mother.
We're aware that your mother has passed, Katara.
You don't understand, Katara. The only way to get to an Airbender temple is on a flying bison. And I doubt...
How did they get up here? Because they didn't even have the balloons yet. So how did they get up? Was it those... It was those, whatchamacallits, those machines they use when they go to the Eastern Air Temple, I think. But did they have those back then? Like 100 years ago they had those machines? I don't know. It's not very believable.
So where do I get something to eat?
You're lucky enough to be one of the first outsiders
Look at
to
his
ever visit an
face.
Airbender temple, and all you can think about is food?
I'm just a simple guy with simple
Yeah, like,
needs.
baby, okay, great. I still
So
need
that's
to
where my
eat.
friends
If
and
I
I
get the
play
chance to go to
airball.
Thailand, I'm
And
gonna need
it's
some
over the rivers where
grub.
the bison would sleep. And
We need to eat.
What's wrong?
this place used to be full of monks and lemurs and bison. Now there's just a bunch of weeds.
They're dead, babe. They are so deceased. I'm so sorry.
Aang 7, Sokka 0.
We would have stopped
Making
after
him feel
5.
better is putting me.
We would have stopped at 5, personally. It's clear I can't win by any means.
We can't concern ourselves with what was. We must act on what is.
Seeing how Aang bodies these firebenders, I guess it was Sozin's comet was when the airbenders got wiped out. Okay, it's different. Because I'm like, how did they even get taken out like this? But I guess Sozin's comet, that's a different kind of power, so... Okay. Okay. It's still fucking ridiculous. I don't know. How did y'all get up here, though? Because y'all didn't have those machines 100 years. I am not convinced.
But Aang, no one could have survived in there for 100 years.
Shut up,
It's not
Katara.
impossible.
Shut
I
up.
survived.
No, it will not. Because you won't have a second chance.
Commander Zhao, I've been hunting the Avatar for 2 years and
And you failed.
It was one attempt,
Capturing the
Zhao.
Avatar is too
Please
important
stop
to leave
crying.
in a teenager's hands. He's mine now.
You didn't even know he existed.
him
You
here.
didn't even know. You didn't even know. And you get bested single hand. Like, baby, it was you and Aang later on, and Aang bodies you too. Goof. I don't understand. I'm so over Zhao. Zhao is my least favorite character. Well, behind Sozin and then Azulan and Oza. I'm like, what's the actual Fire Lord's name? After all the Fire Lords, I don't. Then Zhao. Like, I really don't like Zhao. It's like a Voldemort Umbridge kind of thing where it's like you're supposed to hate Voldemort the most, obviously, and then you meet Umbridge and it's like, well. And you meet Bellatrix, and you're like, well. Yeah, I think I might hate y'all a little bit more.
You were a firebender? No wonder I didn't trust you when we first met.
Baby, you
There's
didn't
no
trust
writing.
him
How do you know his
because
name?
you're crazy. What are your fears? What are your fears? You just jump out of buildings.
I have hundreds of warships under my command. And you're just a banished prince. No home, no allies. Your own father doesn't even want you.
There is
You're
literally
wrong.
no need to
Once I
talk to
deliver
him
the
like
Avatar
this.
to my father, he will
There's
welcome me
none
home
at
with honor
all.
and restore my rightful place on
But I
the
think
throne.
y'all finna get him.
If your father really wanted you home, he would have let you return by now. Avatar or no avatar. But in his eyes, you are a failure.
You know, he didn't need to get on him like this. He didn't need to read him for filth like this. But he was right.
Have you forgotten what happened last time you dueled the master?
I will never forget.
I love that visual directing. Zhao read him for filth. He didn't need to. He didn't have to, but he did. And it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But yeah. What is this box? What kind of home is this, Gyatso? Ew, those were just bones. There's just bones on the floor. This is a children's show. Dang. Dang, Sokka, you should be maybe dead. That was quite a throw.
I refuse to let him win.
Love it.
This will be over quickly.
I want to be the gong person. Oh, the music. It's amazing. I love how we basically start the whole series with an Acne Kai. Like it's one of Zuko's first real fights, and his last real fight is an Agni Kai. Wow. Life coming full circle. Why does fire knock you down like a punch? I'll never understand that. Like I get how earth would, how air would, how water even would, but why would fire knock you down like you've been punched or pushed? It's fire, should burn you alive.
I promise. I won't hold back.
Oh God, look at that body, baby. And look at this bitter bitch. Threw him like dirt.
Prince Zuko.
Oh, this color palette! Look at Sokka's character design. He looks so tall. I swear in the later episodes, him and Katara are the same height. He just looks so built, and later on he looks so soft. Oh, this color palette is so top tier. So amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. You know, just So that was the Southern Air, also Western, and because y'all, I love the Western Air Temple. Okay, well you would know, but I think that video got taken down, so you know, yikes. Yeah, so that was the Southern Air Temple. It's important. Like, you know, there's a lot of little moments in there. I think I read in, or not read, in someone else's review, the fact that we know the minute Zuko gets ready, he's going to hunt down Aang, and yeah, we're still rooting for him against Zhao, because we know at the end of the day, he just wants to go home. Like, it's not about him wanting to kill Aang. It's not about him, you know, not believing in the fate of the world. Because he even said in this episode, if he thinks the rest of the world is going to follow him, he's crazy. Like, follow his dad, then his dad is crazy. So it's like, I don't know, there's a brain in there. Like, there's other motives in there. But you still feel bad for him at the end of the day because he's literally just a kid who wants to go home. He got burned in the face. And at this point, we don't even know how, why. Like, I remember watching it, like, growing up and starting, before we find out what happened to him. I thought he was just born like that. Or it was some sort of accident, but you find out what happened and it's like, damn. Like, it's like that happened and the banishment happened and his sister exists and his familiar storyline, so, or his parental storyline, I'll say. So it is really good character writing that even in these early episodes, like, you don't want Zhao to win, you want Zuko to win, despite the fact that he's hunting Aang and wants to capture Aang, and Aang's the last hope that the world has. And we don't hate Aang, even if Aang was the world's last hope and we hated him. Like, I don't know, I actually have no idea where that sentence was going, but I don't know, I just think it's really good character writing, and it sets up Zuko, it sets up Iroh, it sets up Zhao, despite the fact that I literally fucking hate Zhao. He really is the Umbridge of the story for me. Different than Azula is like the Bellatrix, because, like, as much as we hate Bellatrix, as much as we don't like Bellatrix, there's something about Bellatrix that we just love. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. We love it. Like, despite Azula being messy and being a disaster, we love Azula. So that was a perfect comparison. Wow. My mind. Wow. Anyway, so on to the Warriors of Kyoshi. We get to meet Homegirl. We get to meet my good sis, Suki. Okay, the baddest bitch in the land. Let's talk about it. Until Katara gets that Fire Nation fit on. When Katara gets that Fire Nation fit on, don't talk about her, don't talk to her. Because she's above you now. She really, really is. But right now, while she's still got all this fat Water Nation, Water Tribe stuff on, Suki steps in and handles business appropriately. So let's meet her. Let's talk to her. Let's talk to her.
Momo, marbles, please. Hey,
He
Katara,
tried his
check out this
damnedest to get her
Airbender.
attention this episode. Poor baby.
That's great, Aang.
Don't
didn't
give
even
one singular fuck.
That's great.
Simple. Girls are better at fixing pants than guys.
I totally forgot. Sokka gets his ass handed to him in this episode. And I love that because it necessary development.
Wait, I was just kidding. I can't wear these. Katara, please.
Relax, Sokka. Where we're going, you won't need any pants.
Don't like that.
Katara, you gotta watch me.
Baby, put your clothes on. Katara, you literally got attacked from the front.
Or we could stay a while.
I don't think they needed to be tied up like that. They clearly look like Water Tribe.
Show yourselves, cowards.
Hey, baddies!
Who are you?
Hey,
Where are the men
queen.
who ambushed us? Wait a second. There's no way a bunch of girls took us down.
A bunch
Did you
of
even put
girls,
up a
huh?
fight?
The Unagi's gonna eat well tonight. No, don't hurt him. He didn't mean it. My
did.
brother's just an idiot sometimes.
And he is.
Avatar Kyoshi was born here 400 years ago. She's been dead for centuries.
I know her because I'm the Avatar.
That's impossible. The last Avatar was an airbender who disappeared 100 years ago.
Do you not know what airbenders look like? Do you not know what airbenders look like? God, what is it? Everybody's so stupid. 400 years ago? Hold on. My math might be wrong. Because what? Roku lived for... I mean, Aang only ends up living for like 60-something years. Or no, it was just 60 years after. So like 70 years. And... But this is, we're talking right now. So go back 100 years. That boy was about 12. So then 100 years before that. This should have only been 300 years ago that Kyoshi was born there. Like if it was 2000 when Aang was born, was like born. Roku should have been born around like 1900, which means Kyoshi only would have been born in 1800. Yeah, he should have said 300 years. Error! Error. This man with the rabies in front, I don't understand it.
Did you hear the news?
It's this little girl's fault. She talks too much. She didn't even need to tell anybody that. He definitely didn't need to tell the sketchy man that. He didn't need to tell that sketchy man that.
The Avatar's on Kyoshi Island? Uncle.
Kyoshi stayed out of the war so far, and you got little bitches just telling everybody your business. I think this girl on the right's my favorite. I like the kind of blue purple she's got on. It's really cute. I like the way her headband is tied.
Sorry, ladies. Didn't mean to interrupt your dance lesson. I was just looking for somewhere to get a little workout.
Outside.
Well, you're in.
I mean, normally I'd hold a grudge, but seeing as you guys are a bunch of girls, I'll make an exception.
What?
You know what I think? You just don't want to come because you're jealous.
Jealous? Of what?
Jealous that we're having so much fun without you.
That's ridiculous.
It is a little ridiculous, but I understand.
Aang is dumb as a box of rocks, you know, a box of rocks. It is a little stupid, but you know, you're stupid, so that's fine.
I want the Avatar alive.
Yes, boss, we understand. It's the same orders as last time. He only escaped us like 2 weeks ago. If that. Aang, get that ass up! We have things to do. Wake up, naked and stuff. You only brought not 6 people with you. This is why you can never get in. I'm sorry, Suki. He really got that ass. Look how he bodies him. Oh, love that. Got him right in the noggin.
There's no time to say
What y'all
goodbye.
bitches doing?
What about
Hiding?
I'm sorry.
For what?
I treated you like a girl when I should have treated you like a warrior.
I am a warrior.
Sokka and Suki, what a time, what a time. And they don't tell us at all what happens with them in Legend of Korra. Such garbage. I'm vomiting. Like, oh my gosh. So that was episode 4, The Warriors of Kyoshi. I love that episode. It introduces us to the concept of Avatar Kyoshi, and it introduces us to Suki and the Kyoshi warriors. We don't learn any other warriors' names, which I just realized, and I actually kind of don't like. I wish we knew at least one more. This is a spoiler for the remainder of the series and Legend of Korra. I love that Sokka and Suki are a thing. They're definitely one of my favorite couples. My actual favorite couple is Zutara. They are not canon because I hate myself, I guess. I don't know. All of my favorite relationships are canon. I am a avid Draco and Hermione shipper, okay? They have the best fanfiction. Talk to me some other time. They have the best. I'm reading one right now. I'm reading Manacled. They're called Manacles. Yeah, whatever. I'm reading that one. Isolation is very much top tier. And Hermione fanfictions. Story for another time. Anyway, yes. So I ship non-canon. It's not intentional. It's really not. Like, and I ship Sokka and Suki, so you know what I mean. Like, I can ship canon. It just is rare that my favorite ship is canon. For those of you who haven't seen spoiler for Legend of Korra, like, Sokka's dead. Suki is nowhere to be found. Like, never gets mentioned type shit, which is sort of fine if like they were all dead. Like if Katara was dead, if Zuko was dead, like obviously Aang's dead. That's why we have Korra. But I'm like, you got 2 out of 5. No, Toph is alive too. You got 3 out of 5, 6? Is it 6 of them? Well, once Suki joins, it's 6. So you got like 3 out of 6 alive, and we, besides Aang, like obviously it was like old age, I think is how Aang died, but we don't know what happened to Suki and Sokka, and I think it was kind of rude to just brush that off. Like, we do not know what happened to them. We don't know what happened to that relationship. I think somewhere it's canon that they ended up not being together or like not ending up. And I'm like, are you? Anyway, anyway. Like, it's one thing if, like, Suki died and then Sokka became the father of the children, Toph's children, but for them to, like, not have ended up together at all, bullshit. Next. Thank you. But yeah, so that's my opinion on that. I love Sokka and Suki. I love that he had some character development in this episode, because, I mean, it was even in episode 1, like, he was very misogynistic and, like, towards Katara in the very first episode, and especially in this one, and he got his ass handed to him and read for filth, and I loved it all, because he just, as much as I love Sokka, like, he needed this. He wouldn't have been a character that you love and respect later on without this episode. So I think it's really important for him. Like, the last episode was really important for Aang. What's next? So I'm trying to think. So King of Mashi, that's another big episode for Aang and in prison. That's a pretty big episode for Katara. Kind of. I don't know, there's good and bad nuances in that episode, so we'll talk about that when we watch it. But that was episode 3 and 4. I hope you guys liked it. For those of you who have seen the series, either watched it back then, watched it now, I don't really care. Let me know what you think of these episodes, which episodes you're the most excited for me to watch. What are your favorite ships, all that stuff. Like, just talk Avatar with me. This is one of my favorite series of all time. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about it with other people and just see what other people's opinions are. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.